Yo, what is going on everybody? Shri Kanase here. So what do you need to know about dropshipping in 2020? It's no lie that a lot of things have changed with dropshipping in 2019. There was a big scare that e-packet dropshipping would be no longer available due to some of the laws that changed here in the United States due to Trump. But that scare is slowly fading away and dropshipping is actually booming in my opinion. In fact, the boom has just started. But of course, even though it's a boom right now, that does not mean that it will be easy to find success with Shopify dropshipping or any other platform that you'd use to dropship. In fact, there has been no better time to understand all of the changes that have come upon in dropshipping and actually understand how to deal with them so that you can actually be successful in 2020 if you haven't already been successful, or continue your success in 2020 and onwards. It's one thing to achieve success for one specific period of time, and it's a whole another thing to continue that success for months and months and years consistently. So this video is one you're gonna want to watch until the end. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner or an expert. But without wasting any more time, let's just jump right into exactly what you need to know about dropshipping. So the very first thing that you need to understand about dropshipping is that you need to smash that like button down below for the YouTube algorithm to not only help out my YouTube channel but also help your own career with Shopify and get tons of videos on dropshipping. Just kidding, but hopefully you did smash that like button. But the real thing that you want to understand is, first of all, some of the misconceptions people are having right now, and I'm going to be clearing them up once and for all so you can enter 2020 with dropshipping with a clear mind. The first one is, and I hear this often, which is dropshipping is too saturated and officially dead. Well, to kind of understand this, I want to go ahead and take you guys over to a government website by the United States government and show you guys some details. So the details on this page are basically the quarterly retail e-commerce sales, and this is specifically for the third quarter of 2019, but the chart itself shows all of the quarters for the past few years. And what I want you to look at is the direction the chart is going from the start to the finish. So the sales from first quarter to third quarter of 2010 were about 4% in total of what they currently are of the entire sales done in the economy. And as you can see, over the period of time, it has been growing consistently upward. So I really don't understand where this specific term that dropshipping is too saturated and officially dead comes from, because right now a large majority of these sales are actually coming from other dropshippers, believe it or not. You may be thinking, oh, Amazon is responsible for this or Walmart is responsible for this. That is not necessarily true, simply because there are just so many dropshippers and so many dropshippers that are actually doing well and earning thousands upon thousands of dollars each month, that a large portion of these sales come from other dropshippers. So to kind of clarify this, dropshipping is not dead, nor is it saturated, and this government website kind of proves it because the sales are going upwards. Again, keep a note that these are the total e-commerce sales done online from 2010 to right now, and the trend is just going upwards. I don't see any line where it is kind of going downwards or any indication of saturation. So you can kind of become at peace knowing that dropshipping is not saturated. It is not going anywhere anytime soon. In fact, this is why I said that it is currently in the boom right now, because it is going upwards at this moment, and there has been never a better time to start dropshipping than right now. And if you're already dropshipping, continue on with dropshipping. Don't give up because you may be struggling or you're facing some issues. Maybe this is the best time to invest in some kind of mentoring or get some courses. If you want one-on-one mentoring directly with me, I do offer Google Ads mentoring. You can message me directly on Instagram at Dedicated Young. But there are tons of resources out there for you for free as well, which can help you find success with dropshipping. And one question I want to ask for all of those that think dropshipping is too saturated and officially dead is the restaurant business too saturated? Or is the hospital business too saturated? Are there too many hospitals for new ones to get started? Or is the book writing business too saturated? I mean, there are literally millions of books out there, and of course there are a lot of books out there which just rot on the shelves. Nobody even touches these books. But does that mean people stop writing books? Or does that mean people stop opening new hospitals? Or does that also mean that restaurants are no longer getting opened because it is too saturated and the restaurant business is just dead? No, right? That's the same when it comes to dropshipping. You have to understand, Dropshipping is just a business model. It is nothing else. A business model is only saturated when every single person in the world has tried it out and is doing something within that specific business field. And I'm pretty sure that the 7 billion or 8 billion people that we currently have on the planet are not all dropshipping. So this is one big misconception. You just want to kind of throw it away from your mind and fully focus on getting results with dropshipping, because the more you focus on these negative thoughts, the lower the chance of you finding success. Because it is true that 99% of dropshippers actually fail, but what is not true is that all of them fail because they did something wrong or that dropshipping doesn't work. In my own opinion, a large portion of these people fail because of their mindset and because they believe in these kinds of thoughts even though they're not true at all. So hopefully that kind of clears things up for you. But I want to go on to the next misconception, which is dropshipping is unprofitable in 2020 and onwards. Now, this is one misconception which I agree with. Yes, dropshipping is unprofitable, but only for those people who believe paid ads are a pot of gold. I mean, if you run paid ads, you're going to find massive success. You're going to become a millionaire overnight, and the ads are going to get you their dream Lambo that you want and everything else. These are the people that are going to fail and think that dropshipping is unprofitable. The reality is paid ads are definitely getting more and more saturated and more competitive. But competitiveness does not equal death. So this does not mean that Facebook ads or Google ads are dead. What this means, however, is that you will have to take your marketing skills with Facebook and Google to the next level. And that means spending more time learning about it, maybe investing in organic traffic, because organic traffic is one of the hidden bombs of getting sales for free. All you're doing is putting in a little bit of work in the beginning, but once you do set up organic traffic correctly, you start getting sales organically without having to pay a single dime. And this goes back to proper SEO optimization. Again, if you want more info on organic traffic or SEO, I literally have a whole Google Ads playlist on my YouTube channel, which you can check out right now, or after this video at least, to get more info on organic traffic. But it is also unprofitable for those who just rely on Facebook ads. I mean, everybody and their dog is going on Facebook to find success with dropshipping. So you have to try something different. You have to stand out of the crowd in 2020 and onwards if you want any type of success. And this means using maybe Google ads. Again, I have a lot of videos on my YouTube channel. A link should have popped up on the top right for my beginner step-by-step tutorial. But in addition to Google ads, there are a lot of untapped marketing platforms like Reddit, Pinterest, Snapchat ads, Twitter ads, and so many more. Don't just rely on Facebook and Google, because these other platforms are very similar to Facebook and Google. I mean, they're there for you to advertise on because there are people on those platforms as well. So dropshipping will be unprofitable for you if you just stick to Facebook ads. I mean, even though I was the biggest advocate of Facebook ads in the recent months and weeks, I've completely shifted my focus on Google because I know how profitable Google is. I know how far Google can take me, and I've gotten results with them. So if you want to kind of get more, again, personalized help with Google, message me on Instagram for more info on my one-on-one mentoring. But I have, again, tons of free videos on Google ads, which you can check out as well. So to kind of clarify, dropshipping is unprofitable for those who only rely on paid traffic or those who rely on saturated markets. But the third misconception, which is a big one right now, and that's circulating often, I even get a lot of comments speaking about this, and this is Amazon is taking over. People are making it seem like there's some kind of crisis going on just because Amazon has become so popular, and because Amazon is in market, everybody else is shutting down left and right. Nobody can sell anymore online, and that is a big lie. While it is definitely true that Amazon is taking a large portion of the economy and online sales, it does not mean that every single person is going to shop on Amazon. In fact, I know a lot of people who absolutely hate Amazon because of their business culture and would never give their money to Amazon to buy. And these people are the ones that shop on other websites. But in addition to that, you want to understand that you can think of online sales as a big pie, and Amazon is eating 8 out of 10 of those pie pieces. You can still get 2 out of 10 pieces of that pie. And those 2 out of 10 pieces of that pie can make you millions and millions of dollars. So you really don't have to get the entire market to really make millions with Shopify and dropshipping. Just a small portion of that pie is enough to make you a millionaire. So kind of get this out of your head that Amazon is taking over, everybody is shopping on Amazon. That is simply not true. If that was true, I would not be making Shopify YouTube videos. I would not be running Shopify stores. I would be been back in college trying to get a job. This is literally the livelihood of hundreds of thousands of people out there in the world, and people only do it because it continues to get them results. So you definitely want to take this out of your mind that Amazon is taking over, because clearly it is not. But now that I've gone over some of the biggest misconceptions and what you really needed to know about dropshipping in 2020, I want to tell you guys now about what you can actually do to find more success with dropshipping in 2020 and onward. So the way to really succeed and succeed well with dropshipping in 2020 and onwards is through speaking to customers as if you were speaking to a friend. Now, this is another word for copywriting. I'm just kind of telling you guys the definition of copywriting before I tell you what it is about. And this is exactly what is going to sell now in 2020 and onwards. It doesn't matter what advertising platform you use. It doesn't matter whether you use WooCommerce or Shopify or anything else. What matters is how you speak to your customers. So if you know how to speak to your customers well, and that is through kind of a friendly language, kind of being emotional with them and giving them a well-rounded picture of your products, you will succeed with Shopify dropshipping or just a general e-com brand in 2020 and onwards. The days of just copying descriptions and writing the specifications directly from AliExpress are officially over. Now, this does mean that Shopify dropshipping will become a little bit harder for those lazy people who absolutely hate writing stuff and thinking with their brains. So if you identify with one of those lazy people who just was relying on copying descriptions and hoping to find success that way, I'm sorry to break your bubble, but that is not going to work in 2020 and onwards. You really need to understand the skill of copywriting, and that is simply speaking to customers as if you were speaking to a friend. Be as emotional as possible in your descriptions. Forget about selling the product to them. Sell them the lifestyle that the product will provide. Sell them the feelings that the product will provide if they get the product, and so on. So again, really learn more about copywriting. There are tons of free resources out there where you can learn more about copywriting. But this brings me to my next point, which is directly referring to paid ads. So it is no secret that without paid ads, you really won't be achieving as much success as you could with them. But one thing that is really changing in 2020 and something that you really want to understand about dropshipping in 2020 is that you want to focus more on showing up in front of those people who have already come onto your website, who already are familiar with your website, and who have already browsed around your website. Now, what do I mean by this exactly? Well, I'm referring to the retargeting list. In 2020 and onwards, you really need to shift your attention from just running those cold traffic ads to people who have never seen your website and putting a more budget into the hot traffic. In fact, I recommend that you put 40% of your budget, meaning if you have $1,000 to invest, put $400 into cold traffic and put $600 out of those $1,000 into hot traffic, meaning create those retargeting ads, watch some of my videos on retargeting, and really set up those campaigns which can bring you back the 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, even 10 times return on ad spend, because that is the best way to really scale in 2020 and onwards and build something that will make you money for years and years to come. And the simple reason behind this is cold traffic is becoming more and more expensive. CPMs on Facebook specifically are going through the roof. In fact, it is so normal nowadays to get a CPM of $20, $30, $40. So that means these people are literally paying $20 for 1,000 impressions, and there's no guarantee that anybody from those 1,000 folks will even buy anything, let alone click on the ad. So as you can see, it is getting super expensive. You want to put a large portion of your budget onto the retargeting list so that you can make a better bang for your buck. But just running paid ads is not enough. You need to make sure everything else is properly in place, and I'm referring to your website. So one thing I'm recommending to a lot of people and also my mentoring students is to spy on dropshippers. Never stop spying on dropshippers, but do one thing: stop copying what they do and do everything opposite of what they're doing. Meaning, if they put the collection list below their main products on their homepage, do the opposite. Put the products first above the collection list. If they put a specific type of trust badge on their website, do the opposite. Put a completely different type of trust badge. Try to differentiate yourself from these other dropshippers as much as you can, to the point where people that come onto your website, they don't even know whether the website itself is a dropshipping website or a real brand. And this is what is going to really help you find the success that you want in 2020 and onwards. Again, try putting different trust badges, try doing a different layout for your product page, maybe a different layout for your cart page, even a checkout page. Do everything as different as you possibly can, and that is the only way you're really going to be able to find that success that you're looking for with dropshipping in 2020 and onwards. And this brings me to my final point, which is kind of diversifying from AliExpress to maybe doing print on demand or high ticket dropshipping, or maybe even doing US based dropshipping. These are all alternatives which not a lot of people do. That means it is wide open for somebody new to make a long lasting impact and make tons of money. Remember one thing: whenever a specific business model is hard to get into, meaning with print on demand, you really have to put in extra effort into finding those designs, or with high ticket dropshipping, you need to put an extra effort into making a good product page or finding those selling products, or with US based dropshipping, actually finding those US based suppliers, suppliers, it is actually easier to make money in these categories because majority of people won't do them. Why? Because it is too hard. That's why majority of people just go on AliExpress and simply make a dropshipping store in 20 minutes and try to make money from that, because it is super easy to do and literally there's no barrier to entry. So these are some things you can definitely do in 2020, and what you should know about dropshipping starting 2020 and onwards to really find success. But if you found any type of value in this video, make sure to smash that like button and smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.